Hey guys, hope you guys are doing well. Welcome to my channel again. So, I'm going to talk about my condo complex here. What has happened before? So, what has happened before is that when I first moved in here, there was a leak in my bathroom since it when I was showering for the second time here for work, and and um and then the ceiling I saw look like a big bump on it, and then there was a leak in the bathroom, how it started dripping, stuff like that. And and then after, when I got done to shower, I had to take a picture of it and then send it to one of my family, and then I think and then reason how that happened, because the leak came from the upstairs, how the bathtub had a crack in it, and since so the old bathtub had a crack on it, but yeah, and it's officially all repaired, and that's all. And then there was a hole in the ceiling for quite a while, and then it's all repaired now. And oh yeah, next, my air conditioner wasn't working, since how it started to get so hot in here and stuff like that. And and this place was stuffed when the air conditioner was broken, and the pool by here was closed, since they had to do new concrete and stuff like that. And 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 um and and then nothing has happened before. Is there anything else that happened? Oh yeah, there was that one time that there was a lizard right inside of my apartment, and I was doing the dishes in the kitchen, and the lizard was right in the sink, and then I somehow grabbed its tail and put the lizard outside. And then and then um definitely I'm not willing to want to have a pet though, but yeah. Nothing else has happened for quite a while, but back on Memorial Day night last year, I was watching YouTube on TV. I was watching Kid Buying a Camera, one of my favorite videos of his channel, that he gave his sister a new car, and the power blew out on me. How I was in the middle of watching YouTube, and the lights blew out, and my TV turned off afterwards. And then, well, since when that happens, it was such a creep in the dark with no lights. I had to see nothing. How the power blew out horribly. It was so creepy in the dark, with every whole lights off, with all the power, how the power outage happened and stuff like that. And oh yeah, since last year when I filmed that for on social media, I counted it as haunted series to imagine that, how the power had to blow out for this reason. But it was such a nightmare with no lights or anything. I got a little scared in the dark like that without a light, and then I had to cover my ears with my arms, and then got the strong feeling of a creepy sound. But I turned my flashlight on my phone, and then it had to be out till like 11 p.m. since someone pulled the SRP for some reason. So before that happened, um, there was that one time I was watching YouTube, and I was watching YouTube on TV, and then the power lights was somehow blinking for every whatever seconds. I don't know how long it's done that, and then my oven has went off. Oven went off for how the power came back on and stuff like that. Yeah. Well, basically the power outage has happened here for a few times, and then there's that one time when I was on my way home from work, my mom called me and said that that she got an email from the SRP that the power outage is going to be out for quite a while because they have to do some work on it. And then I got home, and I thought the power was back on as soon as I got inside, and I texted my mom, "Power's back on," and then I went to the bathroom and do something. I like wash my hands and something, and the power went out for half an hour. How they had to get the work done and stuff like that. I was like, "Damn it!" But it was just this side of the building. I want to add in this video that how the power outage happened here for the first time. How it blew so hard. I went outside and every power was out around here in Scottsdale, and then I went up to 68th Street, and all the power in Scottsdale around my place was out, and there was a police in the middle of the intersection, the cop lights on, and I made a video of how the power went out, and yeah, it was such a nightmare. It was so creepy in the dark outside with the power out on Memorial Day night. But yeah. And the scary thing that happened back in August of last year, there was a fire right near here from the utility room, and the laundry room got affected. And then there was some property damage in the utility room, how this place was built for 50 years. And then I was still in bed trying to sleep in. And then I started hearing the smoke alarm when I was still in bed. And then I got up, and then I got out of the bedroom, and there was smoke coming into the apartment in a condo. And then I took a peek in my kitchen window, and there was smoke coming from the utility room, and stuff like that, and from between the utility room and the laundry room. And then I got dressed real quick, and then got outside and evacuated, and then there was a big fire from the utility room, how it started to spread, and that's all. And that fire was closer to my place, and it was closer to my place. Since I'm not over the fire, how it happens, since how the utility damage happened, like there must have been sparks since in the utility room that happened, and maybe some damage happened, how it started a fire in the utility room, and the laundromat here got affected by the fire and stuff like that. And then I showed my family that fire damage picture I showed them. And then I'm not over that fire damage, how that happens. But a good thing the fire department came on time to let out the fire to stop the fire. And then it was so close to burning this place down. If this place would burn down, I would be so pissed and my life would be over living on my own, and I would have to move back in with move back to my old child home. That would be the worst enemy in my life. But the thing I'm not over about the fire about is that my dad was imagining how the big it was. It was so close to burning this place down, and he was like, it would have almost killed Alex and stuff like that. I'm not over how, definitely I'm not over that fire, how that happened. And then, yeah, tell me about the fire, how it started to happen in the complex. And then every time my dad came over to pick me up to hang out, he always looked at that fire damage and imagine how the building would burn down, stuff like that, how it would kill people, stuff like that. He was annoying, taking a look at it, and he thought they're never gonna fix it, but it's all repaired now, except for the laundry room and stuff like that, and the upstairs ceiling. And then I think the upstairs apartment got affected by the fire above too. But oh yeah, since the thing I want to add in this video about that fire damage, how there was a fire damage here for a while outside, how the fire happened. It smelled like smoke in here for days, and I got so pissed off. Oh yeah, and the day that the fire happened back in August of last year, every water was shut off around here, and then that was the worst day of my life, how that fire happened. And then the pipes burned down and every stuff like that. And then so I evacuated, and then I had to and then one of the police officers were asking me, what's your unit number and stuff like that. And then and the fire department definitely watered off the fire. And then I'm so glad the fire did not get inside to here, or else I would be so pissed if one of my stuff would have been burned. So ridiculous. And then they said I can go inside, and then I heard the fire alarms going off, like the smoke alarms, and like do 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 do. I heard those a couple times, and then right when I went inside to like go to the bathroom or get some from the bedroom or some, the smoke alarm went like, please evacuate. And I think every smoke detectors like that said please evacuate and stuff like that. And oh yeah, so the last time the power went out here, it happened right after when I turned the lights off and went to bed. And then I did not know that the power was out till I heard the oven went off, how the power went back on. And then I opened my eyes and look out in the window look at my window with the blinds closed. And then the power went back off again, and I got a little scared how the power has gone out. And then it came on again, and that's all. Oh yes, and one more thing I want to add here is that after the night on Memorial Day night last year, how the power blew out for hours till 11 p.m., my air conditioner stopped working the next day, and I called in my air conditioner guy to see why it's not working. And he looked in the motor, and there was a bunch of frost right in the motor, how old it got. And then he had to order a new one, and then I had to stay at my grandpa's for two nights, and then the new motor got set up, and I got a new motor, and that's all. But I sure hope my air conditioner doesn't ever go out again this year. And that's all. I just want to live here in peace and stuff like that. And that's all. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys, and hope you guys had a good day, and then I'll see you guys next time.